I've lived on my family's 80-acre ranch since I was a boy. My granddad dug the lake himself. A wide, spring-fed beauty stocked with bass and catfish. It's my sanctuary after long days managing cattle, fixing fences, and keeping the ranch alive in a world that seems to want to pave everything over. A few years ago, a fancy housing development crept up on the far edge of my property. Some city developer bought a slice of old ranch land, bulldozed it flat, and sold identical houses with postage stamp lawns. And with it came the HOA and the dreaded HOA president, Diane. Or as everyone calls her, Karen Diane. The HOA's been a thorn in my side from the start. They complain about my cows grazing near their fence. They grumble when my roosters crow. They've tried to fine me for unsightly equipment, otherwise known as my working tractors. But last month, Karen Diane took it too far. It was a Saturday morning. The sun was just coming up, mist rolling off the lake. I decided to cast my old seine net for some baitfish. I like to keep my stock healthy and figured I'd catch a few to restock a side pond. As I waded out, I noticed Karen Diane standing near the property line, arms crossed, glaring like she'd spotted a bank robber. I ignored her, mistake number one. I'd pulled maybe half the net in when I heard tires crunching on my gravel drive. 2 sheriff's deputies rolled up, lights flashing. I dragged the dripping net up the bank as they approached. One deputy tipped his hat. "Morning, Hank. We got a report you're illegally fishing in community property." I laughed. Community property? I fished this lake since I was 5. It's on my deed. Always has been. Karen Diane stormed over, waving her phone. "He's violating HOA environmental guidelines. That lake is common scenic space for our residents." I looked at the deputy. "Want to see my deed?" Turns out, Karen Diane had told her whole HOA board that my lake was actually a shared retention pond. She'd even had fancy brochures printed claiming it as a neighborhood feature. She'd sold 5 homes last year touting lake views with resident access. All lies. The deputy raised an eyebrow. "Hank, want to clear this up?" I walked him to my office, pulled the original land survey, deeds, and water rights. Every document proved that lake sits entirely within my ranch boundary. No easement, no HOA claim, nothing. The deputy apologized and left. Karen Diane, red-faced, threatened to take this higher. I told her to go ahead. Turns out I didn't have to do a thing. One of the new homeowners, a retired lawyer named Ben, heard what happened. He'd paid a premium for shared lake access. He looked up the county plat map and realized the HOA had sold him a lie. Within a week, Ben and 2 other families filed a fraud complaint. I handed over every old map, photo, and deed I had. When the county investigator found out the HOA had printed marketing materials showing my private lake as their amenity, it turned into a full-scale civil case. Karen Diane tried to backtrack. She said it was a misunderstanding. But the paper trail and her smug attitude did her in. Last month, the judge ordered the HOA to pay $1 million in restitution to the homeowners and my legal fees. Karen Diane's house is up for sale, and rumor is she's moving 2 counties over to start fresh. Meanwhile, I bought a brand new aluminum John boat and a high-tech fish feeder. The no trespassing signs around my lake got bigger, and now they light up at night. Every time I cast my net, I smile knowing that peaceful little splash cost the HOA queen her throne. Funny thing is, Karen Diane still tries to wave when she drives by on her way out of town. But I just keep casting my net, right here on my own water, same as I always have.